What's going on, champs and champets? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video we have to talk about some interesting things that went on with the South Park Power Hour yesterday, a bug that you might have actually had happen to you but you didn't realize yet, and more. Now, the first thing I want to mention before we even get into today's video is the fact that this is kind of evolving over time, so we don't know all the information about it, and more things will kind of come out as, you know, more information kind of gets brought to us. Hopefully Epic Games addresses it, considering this is a confusing part of everything going on here, but I guess only time will really tell. And then after that, we'll be talking about South Park X Fortnite X Rocket League Wave 2 that is set to be happening soon. So a decent, give me the shotgun, please. Thank you. But a decent amount of things to actually talk about. So firstly, Power Hour. Yesterday, if you logged in between 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time and 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you were granted 400 creds for free, which is just, you know, a little bit of progress towards one of the tiers in the actual South Park event pass. And there was a whole entire Power Hour in Zero Build and Battle Royale, where for 1 hour, the Stick of Truth was guaranteed to spawn in every single game. You could tell this because every single match you went into, instead of having a circular storm like right here, you had a triangular storm, and that triangle storm appears to only occur when the Stick of Truth is guaranteed to spawn in that match. Now, the Power Hour itself was pretty fun. You know, I played it outside of some bot lobbies with some other people, and we just kind of goofed around here and there, you know, enjoying it. But there was a slight issue, and it goes to that 400 cred that they gave people towards the event pass just for logging in during that 1 hour period. It said that everyone got 400 cred. When you logged in, you actually saw the 400 cred pop up being granted to you, but despite this, it doesn't appear like you actually got anything. And what I mean by this is that there's been a few different ways that this has actually gone down. For example, I haven't done anything in the actual event pass except for the actual Power Hour. That was the first time I played a new match of the South Park mini season or whatever else, or I guess mini event pass, whatever you would actually call it, and I had 0 cred despite getting 400 from the Power Hour. Instead, in the event pass menu, 0, meaning that it never actually gave me anything at all. A little bit disappointing because, you know, it would just make it seem like it's not actually giving people anything despite showing a whole entire pop-up you have to confirm and everything, like if you got a new skin from the item shop or something. But it wasn't just like that for me, because after I played a few matches, I did maybe 2 quests. I had 800 cred actually granted to me through doing normal in-game quest progress. I actually managed to get the reward for 1000 creds while the event pass still only said 800, making me think that, oh, you know, there's a chance that this just visibly doesn't show the proper event pass progress. So, you know, while I'm able to go ahead and play the match and everything else, and while I'm able to go ahead and do my event quest, it's going to be visually behind by 400 because of my quest progress being out of sync with the actual amount of creds I have in my account data. But maybe that isn't the full case here, because there's some other people out there who have been doing the event pass and, you know, basically have all the quests done and had more like 4,800 creds already granted to them through quest progress, who have complained that they haven't gotten the 5,000 creds reward because of the fact that it never actually gave it to them. Because if you're at 4,800, you know, you get 400 more as a bonus. You should technically be at around 5,200 cred, so you should technically get that 5,000 cred reward. So it appears that the cred issue is going 2 ways. There's one issue right now where some people are getting it granted, but it's invisibly granted, where the progress is there, you just can't see it in your actual menus or anything. And then it also feels like there's another situation going on where some people aren't getting it granted at all, even though they already had a decent amount of progress. I'm curious, since I hadn't done the event pass at all, if doing a single quest actually updates that cred value and makes it actually update in the event pass menu. So for people who are at like 4,800, when they do an next set of quests that might release in, I think, like 3 days, if we go down here, yeah, you can see more quests coming in 3 days and 16 hours. When they do those quests or do one of those, maybe then it will actually grant that other 400, even though it would be invisible. I think it might be granted based on quest progress, so it actually has been added to your account profile, but it hasn't properly updated or something. But only time will tell as we get closer and closer to new quest unlocking. But I thought I would just make this real quick mention, just in case you're someone who has been wondering why, if you logged in during the Power Hour, you got cred that was never actually given to you. But other than that, we have more South Park event pass goodies coming soon, because it appears they're going to be getting a Rocket League side of this collaboration, with vehicle cosmetics transferring over to Fortnite as well. Some of this info comes from Sam Leaks over on Twitter, so definitely thanks to him, because he is someone who, you know, keeps up with the Rocket League side of stuff a lot and gets some insider leaks over there. But firstly, let's talk about a new bundle that got leaked with the most recent Fortnite update, being a new Stampede bundle. This has all of the normal Stampede cosmetics, so it doesn't have new wills or anything like that, but it does have 5 new decals, which are all South Park themed, being Eric, Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Butters, so that's going to be interesting to actually see once it releases in the item shop, but it should be releasing in both Rocket League and in Fortnite. And if you're someone who already owns the Stampede bundle, these new decals should be entirely free for you because you already own everything else, but of course we'll have to wait and see when it actually ends up releasing, assuming that this bundle has released before. Typically for non-collaboration vehicles, I don't really buy them because, you know, they're not as interesting as like a Ford F-150 or something like that, so it's going to be interesting to see if this has already released before or if this is the first time the Stampede's going to be releasing in Fortnite specifically, but I do feel like I've seen that car around before. Other than that though, it appears that there's going to be some shop items and Goal Explosion. Now the Goal Explosion is going to be exclusive to Rocket League because we don't really have a Rocket League mode in Fortnite, maybe not yet at least. We'll see in the future as time goes on, and there's some other stuff as well. So there's going to be a free event pass, or I guess a free event or whatever in Rocket League, similar to all the other ones like the Harry Potter event and all that other stuff, the Scooby-Doo one, where you'll be able to do quests in order to earn maybe some free boosts, a free trail, a free decal or something. And one of those decals might actually be the Cheesy Poofs Octane decal that is set to be coming soon in the future because it has actually gotten leaked. So if you're someone who likes the Cheesy Poof item in the game, I know one time when I was playing in like a normal lobby, I actually had a fight going on where I was getting sniped at originally, and then I was getting sniped at originally, and then I guess they ran out of ammo, so I just started seeing orange cheesy poofs getting thrown through the sky at me, and I was just like, what is going on here? But it does appear like there's going to be a huge Rocket League collaboration. There's going to be a second part to the South Park stuff with a lot of stuff carrying over to Fortnite. Of course, there will be some Rocket League exclusives, so time will really tell how effective that is and how good it is. But I thought I'd make today's video so you can stay in the loop about all the stuff going on and get excited for everything kind of happening in the land of Fortnite and just collaborations in general. Until next time, however, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow in another upload, so peace out.